See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage, not this is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop. I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
Guess who's back? TOTB. Back in full effect, man, to do another, once again, bring y'all the fire, hottest, dopest podcast in the streets, thinking outside the boxes. Here again, man. Of course, they trying to get rid of us, but you see me right back here rocking and rolling, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Every season, every episode, every segment, every clip. Be sure to follow us, Thinking Outside the Box, man, at TOTB_show on YouTube. Thinking Outside the Box on any platform that you own, man. Be sure you follow us on TikTok, which you're going crazy, TOTB 2020. All right? Everybody that's out there, wherever you're tuning in to, we appreciate y'all over the years, rocking and rolling, man. Thousands and thousands of subscribers, likes, comments, shares. You know, some of them comments be kind of crazy, but we appreciate y'all nonetheless. But look, more than anything, be sure you go follow us, man. One thing we want to make sure, especially in this day and age, y'all being safe out here, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but we're glad that y'all can come, check out these guys, talk their good talk, and be sure, before anything else, go subscribe. Go subscribe. We want to thank y'all. We got a panel here, man. We got the guys, we got the thinkers, we got a great guest, man. But before we get to the guests, let's start with the thinkers, man right here. Mr. Moolah, tell them where they can find you, bro.
Moolah Monster Collections on Instagram, moolahmonster.com. Check me out.
It is. Gonna get to our guest in a second, but we got a philosopher, man. What's up? Where can they find you?
Salute, Black_IG, Black_TikTok.
There it is. And right next to him, man, gospel artist, Pastor Holy Ground. Where can they find you, bro?
At Holy Ground on Instagram, at Holy Ground on Facebook, man, and always TOTB_show on YouTube. Stay in tune.
Stay in tune, get in tune. And of course, I'm Reggie moving forward. Just call me RMF. You can find me simply at the NASSOCITY, or more importantly, like I say, Reggie moving forward on Facebook. And with that, we are
Thinking Outside the Box.
Baby, we back at it. All right, so check it out, man. We have the honor of having one of the homies come through, man. You probably know this guy already. You know, me and him already bonded because he wearing the Bears, and you know, we know the Bears gonna win tomorrow. All right, so let's get it. You know, Justin Fields and all them. I didn't panic. When the Bears, what happened last week, it's in the past, okay? Let's just get past it and let's take care of Tampa Bay tomorrow. We got the homie, Big Mel, man. What's up, bro? What can they find you, man?
How you feeling, bro?
It's all good.
I appreciate the love, man. I'm just willing to sit in and try to match y'all intensity level.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
That's all.
You got it, man.
We're ready to rock. We're ready to go.
That's what's up.
We want to thank you, man, for coming on this platform. And people already know, but people that don't know, he has his own platform, man. Tell me more about your platform, where you at.
Yeah, so we do a podcast as well. It's called the 606 whatever. Podcast 606 WHATEVA. You can find it on YouTube if you simply just, look up 606 whatever. I'm also on IG with the podcast. You can look me up at Big Mel Music, at Big Mel Music. BIGMELMUSIC. Also have a fan page on Facebook, Big Mel, aka The Premise.
Let's go.
Big Mel, aka The Premise. Yeah, I do music too, man.
Nice.
I'm streaming right now. I got the album out right now. It's called Big Mel, The Premise. The name of the album is called Prosper. You can catch it on every major streaming platform that's out there.
So you working.
Right? So
Indeed.
I'm working, man. I'm working, and we also have our own cannabis line we're trying to launch as well.
Okay.
We real serious about that. We've been real diligent, real disciplined. The name of the company is Strange Fruit Premium. And if you go online, you can find it, strangefruitpremium.com. That's strangefruitpremium.com. We're trademarked, so nobody can take. We're trademarked not only in the United States, but outside of the country.
I like that.
International.
So, yeah, we international, so nobody can take that name. there's a beautiful backlog as far as how we got that name. So just check us out. On all those platforms, you can check me out, the company. We just trying to do it, man.
I like that,
Black
man.
entrepreneurship is in full effect.
For sure,
out to
for
the
sure.
brothers.
Shout out, man. Definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you, brothers. Appreciate it.
Look, thank you, man, for coming on this platform, man, because you enhance what we doing. You enhance the nuances of black men up here doing something positive, man.
And it's
So,
vice versa.
yeah.
You always want to intertwine yourself with men, with black men that are doing their thing without having to punch a clock or
Come
you know
on,
what I
man.
mean.
There you go.
The only thing it does is enhance us and looking at each other and learning and motivating each other is everything.
Facts. So once again, bro, thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you
We
for having me, bro.
about to rock and roll, man.
Indeed.
We got all the subtleties out there.
Now we got the disclaimers out the way. Let's just go ahead and get it in, man. All right, y'all know the vibes. Y'all know how we do, man. If it's your first time checking out the show, be sure you go check out all the episodes, man. Season 1, 2, and 3. We rocking and rolling. We keep going strong, all right? Brian,
Listen, man.
what we talking about, man?
Listen, man. You know, we would be foolish if we would sit here and act like we don't recognize, you know, the many things that's going on around us in society, socially, that's disturbing. You know, we talked about a lot of things from, you know, how the destruction of the black man, how they try to tear us down as black men. We talked about, you know, the kids and this drill music era and whatnot, not bashing them, but thinking of ways where we can, you know, be effective, you know, and we always talk about relationships. You know, we find ourselves talking about relationships. We want to dive into something a little bit more detrimental. I believe, I maybe don't even want to believe, but it's a little bit more detrimental.
Okay.
I don't think I am, though. I don't think I am. We want to, you know, we'd be a fool not to stand here and act like we don't see, or to sit here and act like we don't see how they're trying to erase our woman. They're trying to erase our women, and specifically the black woman. So the title is simply, you know, stop choking out our real women. Stop choking out our real women. You know, we look at society and we see a place where, first of all, you got this thing where just gender fluid, where you got men that want to take on the name. I know we're gonna talk about you trying to get canceled, man. I don't care. You know how I feel about it. Like, you know, it is a certain thing as a man and a woman, and it ain't. And what they trying to say define a woman is not what it is, and what they trying to say define a man is not what it is. You know, it's what you're naturally born as. That's the bottom line. We'll get into that. But also on top of that, we got to look at society on how they have taken out, you know, good examples of women, and not even just taking them out. They're as Turbo said it, the women that's positive and they're overshadowed by ratchet women. Oof. They're overshadowed. Like the women that civilized, our women that civilized, they want to build families, they want to be established, they want to help. They're overshadowed by the ratchetness. And this is what society and socially, this is what's being promoted, is the ratchet over the civilized woman. And I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
So really, it's like where they at. Not where they at. It's really like y'all gonna put this in front of us and hide the gems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they bring us the sexy red and want us to groove with it. You know what I'm saying?
But they gonna be at you over for that one though.
But it really ain't sexy red fault though. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's the you know what I'm saying? It's the movement of how they moving to make, you know what I'm saying, our little kids look at sexy red as, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, that's the new hot shit, because it's in our ear every day. It's in our kids' ear every day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ratchetness. Ain't no more, you know what I'm saying, good homegrown women no more. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like, I don't know where they at. They might been choked out. I don't know. Or they might convert it to ratchet.
Well, he said, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it ain't none. But he did say something to kind of get your attention, Big Mel. He said when he said that you know, this is what they putting in front of us, but it really ain't their fault.
So what I was looking at was okay. So let's keep it all the way above.
Right.
So when we look at like the Megan Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, the all these Sukiana,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, fact.
Yeah.
So when we look at that, Nicki, you know what I mean? When we look at that, we can go even further back to Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
Before she, went through her transformation. But when we look at these women, I don't want to just depict them as just the cancer to the black woman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only reason being because like I've looked at what Megan Thee Stallion has done since she's came in, Cardi B, Lil' Kim, like they have enterprises right now. They are doing things behind the scenes that promote and benefit some of the things that we're shunning them for doing out loud. Mm-hmm. And so one of the mind states is when you are trying to commercialize yourself, trying to open doors up, is let me play the game until I don't have to anymore, right? Because Megan ain't about to be 45, 50 years old still doing what she doing.
Exactly.
So
we only got a good few years.
Man. So we have to recognize like some of the charities she's working with behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Some of these women are actually vouching for battered women that are, you know what I mean?
I get that. So where's the blame? Like where do we?
The blame is the system. Okay. This is a systemic value in this country that says if black entertainers aren't perpetuating sexuality and violence, we can't capitalize off of it. Right. Mm-hmm. Even when you look at hip hop, like you have like the Talibs, the Mos Defs. When hip hop was first created, and this is way back, so I'm showing my age now. But when hip hop was like in the mid to late 80s, even early 90s, there was a lot of conscious rap that was running the airwaves, right? Mm-hmm. But eventually that pendulum swung to just grimy gangster.
Well, the environment kind of changed. So rap, hip hop moves as the environment changes. You know what I'm saying? So it still can be some conscious rappers out there. It just
radio ain't playing it though.
Because a lot of things became more popular.
So let's say this. Wait. So let me say this based off that.
And I don't want to get off the what we've been talking about as far as like the women but yes.
No, but that's good. It all fit right into there. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think, like, because when y'all the initial thing was y'all both agree that it's not their fault.
Yeah.
And it's like I want everybody to know when we say stop choking out the real black woman, it's even at taking our women and they're putting them in position and encouraging them and only supporting them if they will be ratchet.
Correct.
So that's what we're talking about.
Right, that's what we're talking about.
We're telling the system.
The system.
Stop choking out
the system.
You know what I'm saying? Our real women.
And so we're not just here to bash them women. We're not here to bash them women, but we're tired of them overshadowing the productive woman. You know what I mean? And in the same token, that's one thing I disagree with, but I just want to open you up to something. We say that this is the only way that they can capitalize off of them if they ratchet. I don't believe that. I don't even think they believe it. It's that's their plan. That's what they want us to be portrayed as. Yeah, because anything that you could take a song and they could pay $200,000 and put it on the radio. If it's a nice song, before you even see the person, you gonna vibe to it. Yeah. It's like when Angie Stone drop a song, and I ain't saying she ain't beautiful to me, but to the average person, you ask the average man, a lot of them will talk about her because she ain't out here promiscuous because of her size or whatnot. But I love her. You love her music. You know what I'm saying? And I like Angie, but when you drop her music, everybody will like it, even if it's productive. But guess what? Because she's not out there doing what everybody else is doing, or out here promiscuous or saying a certain talk. then they will shun that type. They won't put that money behind her like that because they want that. They don't want that image.
And she also made conscious music too.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
I look at it like, the women, like the industry know, okay, I got an artist. I'm building her sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending her sexy out there to, you know what I'm saying? Like they working on her being sexy for this, because we are men, right? We visualize things and we, you know what I'm saying? So the women are selling sex to us, right? In a way, you know what I'm saying? Because of our instincts as a man.
Facts.
But the consumer will buy anything that's good, even if they will promote it, bro.
Well, I'm just saying how the industry.
Of course that's what they doing, but that's because that's what I'm saying. That's all they want us to see our women is sex symbols. It's sex slaves.
But it's the demise. They're working on the demise because even though like the consumer will take whatever is given to them, like if I see like there's like a very small percentage of consumers that's gonna be looking at like, man, she spitting bars and she not doing this, she not doing that. But the masses are looking at whatever's popular, whatever's hot.
Whatever they put out.
And that's what I mean. Whatever radio production, TV production, the system, whatever they're putting out and injecting into society is what's gonna go. And that's the message they want to give. Like gangster, sexual, violent, black people that are projected out, and those are the terms and conditions that they want our people to rely on, and that is going to bleed into us acting those situations out in reality. Mm-hmm. And once that happens, it's like, okay, now you can sit back and relax and just watch the hamster wheel keep spinning, because my job is done. Like I've already brainwashed y'all. Now here you go. Take that.
I have once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know how we do here, man. Thinking outside the box. Another 5 episode talking about a topic that it's not a lot of platforms talking about, right? We got Big Mel in here, man, representing, and you guys said some very intricate points, but there was something that stood out to me, and I kind of want to know the poll of everyone here, to see if we're on the same page or how we think differently or how we think outside the box, right? So, gauging the number with percentages. We talked about ratchet women and women that's quality, that's marriage material, and then women that's, ratchet or not on nothing, right? Let's say we put 100 women in a room, just 100 women. What are the percentages that 50% is ratchet, other 50% is good? Is it 60 good, 40 ratchet? Is it 70 good, 30? What do you think is the percentages of ratchet women in the world towards women that's actually Claire Huxtable, that's homegrown, classy? You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, where do y'all think that? Let's see, let's gauge it and see. Scott, let's start with you.
I can't tell you the percentage, you know what I mean? But
what you think?
I kind of think a little bit differently. I think we do need some degree of ratchet.
Okay.
Right? From the beginning of the time, sex and violence sells, right? I think a lot of people, it's on display at such a magnitude, right? That it scares people, right? When they see this ratchetness, but somebody viewing it, somebody watching it, somebody wanting it, right? So when we say the industry, is it the industry that really looking at this ratchet? Or are we really part responsible for that ratchet too?
So
and then sometimes,
okay.
I'm going to end it on this note, right? I think when we get to a certain maturity level, then we start to be somewhat judgmental, right? Because a lot of the stuff that we're seeing right now just been took to a different level, but it always been here though. You understand what I'm saying? It started at a small degree, and now it just gotten out of control. It'd be just like people be saying, man, the young people out of control. The old people was out of control.
When they was young.
When they was young.
Oh, got you.
Right. It's just that you just out of that season, and it's at a different level now, and now everything is totally out of control. Right. But we bear some responsibility, some of the stuff that we've seen. So I ain't gonna say because I don't know I need some ratchet. But I also need some stuff.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mel, what you think? Do you think it's more ratchet women in the world or more classy women?
I mean, that's a setup question. What I will say this: the influence has shifted in this area, and one of the main reasons is social media.
Okay. I'll agree with
We didn't have access to certain things that young women and young men have access to now.
I agree with that.
It's the negativity, whatever's perpetuated on social media, and it's usually negativity. Whatever's perpetuated, they're looking at as their guide to success. And if you don't have this, and this, if your ass don't look like this and these type of pants, and they're not, it's like the reality of unreality. You know what I mean? Like, social media is reality, but they don't realize this. When they do them reels, this camera set up just like that. And they probably taking like 30 or 40 takes, but you got somebody like my daughter or your niece or your nephew that's just sitting there looking like, oh, hell no, I got to go to school and kill him just like this. And we ain't had that really. We had influences, but it wasn't as heavy as this.
Right.
And that's the difference. Like, I know we getting older and we start to be judgmental, but I personally see a different dynamic within these shorties nowadays, that they don't want to hear nothing at all. The respect level is a little different. It's just it's a culture shock. And one of the main reasons is social media. So I don't know the percentages of, ratchetness and the real woman, but I do know that the influence level is way higher on this generation than it was when we were growing up, in my opinion.
That's a very good point. What you got, Moolah? I'm afraid to ask you.
No, look, I feel like this, man. With any race, you know what I'm saying, black, white, whatever, there's 95% good people, man. The other 5% is just some bullshit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's in every race, Joe. You know what I'm saying? So there's some good people, there's some good quality women out there. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing, right? I know the title is Stop Choking Out These Real Women, but some of these real women been choking themselves out.
Ooh, okay.
How so?
Yeah, go
Please
deeper.
explain that.
Go deeper with that.
Please
Some
explain
of
that.
Some of them have been crossing over because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, being on the other side is more popular. Being on the other side is more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like being
What's
on
the other side?
the other side is like the ratchetness, the having fun, you know what I'm saying, what people, you know what I'm saying, deterring, so I feel like, the born, like the real woman, yeah, it's maybe born to her, but she's been creeping over to the other side because
Why we
some of
gotta
them.
say it's boring?
Hold on. well, okay, I'm not gonna say it's born, you know what I'm saying? It's just that some of them I know creep to the other side because of they trying to
Attention seekers.
attention, you know what I'm saying? Some they ain't getting home, but it's more of like, I think a woman is trying to find herself, you know what I'm saying, all of herself, because a woman is like off and on all the time. So I feel like, let me cross the street, let me see how my girlfriend, because the girl who's having fun,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Her life is lit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's perpetuated on social. They showing
But
that.
hold on, but this my
successful.
thing is some of the single women, some of the single black women, Joe, who are, you know what I'm saying, getting money, got a nice salary, they not taking a good man. They not taking a good man who making less than them, right? Mm-hmm. So they going over there to the other side because they choking out themselves at the same time, Graham, because they're not even accepting a black man. So they going over here anyway. They're not even bringing us to the forefront as a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know, I want black women to understand, like, it's a lot of good niggas out there, you know what I'm saying, who may not even make the same money as they make, you know what I'm saying, but they still gonna fuck with them, love them, do everything they want to do for them, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want that. They want a nigga who gonna make more than, you making 200,000. You want a nigga to make $250,000 now? You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that too. And that goes to ratchetness. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Grind, go ahead. What you think, man?
Man, I think, you know, as far as the majority, you probably will find more this depending on what area you from.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Depending on where you grew up at, you might find more this more ratchet. But it goes back to the fact that it's what's their influence. He said a good thing about when we was young, it wasn't as much social media, right?
Facts.
So now you got kids, now they look at social media, well, I want to do it like that, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to kill them. Or when I step into the club, I'm going to kill them. Back in the day, we had certain people that we looked up to that we might have seen, but we had more of our trying to base things off of what we thought. We had more personality.
Yeah.
You know, our own personality to try to put something together to look good to us. You know what I mean? That we know would be portrayed as something that somebody else might be like. We set our own fads, rather than just following suit all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm gonna kill him with this. We'll put something together like, I'm gonna kill him with this. They'll look at TV and be like, oh, she wearing that. I want to wear that. I want my hair like that. I want my nails like that.
Yep.
So what it is, they've been programmed, right? So they programmed through influence and by somebody else telling them that. A lot of times we think like, oh, it ain't fun unless you ratchet. No, I know a lot of people that ain't ratchet just having a ball.
Sure.
Living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when you think about the ones that's living ratchet, yeah, it's all fun and games until you see them on social media crying about they getting kicked out because they getting high and getting drunk in the club more than they is paying their bills. Or they getting shot up and they dying. You know what I'm saying? Or they getting caught, they getting shot up because they hanging with some gals who ratchet. And they down in the cars with them. Or they kids
what's
getting
the
killed.
definition of ratchet? Like, what is
That's what we finna go into. What's the definition of ratchet? What's the definition of ratchet?
Because I think a real woman got ratchet in her.
Now see that's what I'm saying.
It's like a real woman got a little hook in her. You know what I'm saying?
But you say ratchet in them, but see, I don't see it as ratchet. I just see it as female. I just see they just have feminine. It's just ways. You call it ratchet. Everything that you call ratchet, I may not consider ratchet. I'm not saying that a person can't have fun. I'm not saying that they don't get mad. I'm not saying that they don't get horny.
They get kicked out the crib and shit.
No, I'm talking about a lot of. I said if you listen to everything that I said because they too busy getting high and drinking in the club, then to take care of their business and paying their bills. That's ratchet as hell.
Okay, that's
if you out spending your rent money, you out here spending your rent money in the club, that's ratchet. See, it ain't necessarily just it's a man state. You know what I'm saying? When you doing ratchet stuff. If you out here, listen, you selling your food stamps to buy Gucci and Coach and Prada, you know what I'm saying? That's ratchet to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe that's not ratchet to you, but I'm just saying that's ratchet to me. You know what I'm saying? You got kids at home that need to be fed, but instead you're going to feed them McDonald's, you're going to sell their food stamps instead of cooking for them. You're just going to sell the food stamps or sell a link card. You're going to sell a link card. You're going to go out and get them a little $5, $10 meal.
That mean ratchet should have been around in the 60s.
It was then.
It was then.
It's called other things. It's ratchet then too. See, that's why, and I'm glad you said that, because see, our definition of ratchet may be different, but those things are ratchet to me. People just leaving their kids at home leaving their kids at home while they out partying and doing silly stuff at the club, at the Sexy Red Club, but you got toddlers at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's down in house fires. That's ratchet as hell to me. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And these are the women, and this is because of the influence, the other women are being overshadowed. Yeah. Now, I don't even think because it won't sell.
More now?
Now, it is, yeah, because of the social influence.
And that's why we should be judging.
Judging who?
Like, we should be judgmental.
Oh, you gotta be judgmental.
How bad it is now. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's happening more now, what he just described, than it was in the 60s, 70s?
I think it's just more, we can see it more.
Let me pose
I think it's happening more.
Let me pose the question. You think it's a new phenomenon?
No.
Not new.
No, listen what I'm I'm saying? You think it's happening more in this day and age where women leaving their kids at home or misusing the food stamps or out here just running wild. That's what you're saying. You're saying that's happening more now.
It definitely is happening more now.
Let me just do the math. We happy that they doing it because they going out into the street to be with some man. They you know what I'm saying? Their behavior is generated by some man. If they in the club, who they with? Me. If they neglected the kid, that means that there's some man that wasn't.
But you give them an excuse though.
I'm not giving them an excuse. What I'm saying is we should be careful about how we judge women and don't really look at how, you know, our role in this whole phenomenon right here.
Yeah, no,
You're not judging women. That's what you're saying.
But I'm just saying, I hope we ain't creating no narrative where we gonna, you know, kind of gang up on them for their certain type of behavior. Let's just be honest.
Well, we ganged up on fathers who wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like what we do, we pinpoint certain shit, and that's our opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, everybody have opinions. Like that's just real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's not so much as ganging up on them. We just pinpoint, and like I said, we not even just bashing them, bashing the women. We just was giving a definition of ratchet. I believe there's more going on in that now than whatsoever. Not so much as just being out there with males, because a lot of them out there with other women. You see what I'm saying? And that's tapping into another thing, other females. They out with other females.
We already mad that the government and tricked their ass and sending out the black fathers out the house. So shit, we gotta be on their ass. We got to have the binoculars on their ass because they do some, you know.
It got to be accountability on all ends.
Yeah.
It got to be accountability on all ends. And the fact remains is, even in entertainment, bro, you can't tell me, listen, when you don't see stuff like A Different World on TV, but you see all this other stuff on Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that on TV. Like you say, they put that stuff out there, but if they would put the other stuff out there, people will watch it. We'd be a fool to think that we don't want to see positive. If you got more black people that don't want to see nothing positive, then you just basically saying black people are just haters.
We watch the Cosby, so we know
we'll watch it.
It just got to be put together right.
Right, but they don't want to because they want us to be portrayed. They want our women to be portrayed as ratchet. That's the only way they'll put money behind them and promote them and put them on the biggest stages in the world.
What you said though is the money, man. Like the money drive our culture. But wow, it's like, yo, what people would do for this dollar. That's why I made this
disenfranchised.
That's why Moolah Monster is made. You know what I'm saying? Because people would do so much, man. Like betray homie, steal sex, like imitate, you know what I'm saying? You know, the devil. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
but look what
be gay and don't really be gay. You know what I'm saying?
For the sake of
money, you know what I'm saying?
But even if you like, you know, dwell in our background, man, we come from slavery. They've erased everything prior to slavery. When you look at Mexicans, Indians, every other culture in this world can pinpoint specifically where they come from and what type of morals is aligned with what their ancestors had.
Yeah.
We come from slavery. We come from housing in the field, nigga. So with shit like Willie Lynch rules and segregating us within each other, we've always been. They've injected this beef amongst us, right?
We've been whispering and running.
We've always been the have-nots, according to what we can look at and see. The other stuff has been erased. The king, the queen, what we were prior to us getting on them boats and coming over here has been erased, right? So we know house nigga, we know field nigga, we know that we are the have-nots, we're the disenfranchised. So the minute we get something, we bicker
and fuss and scrape and fight amongst each other, and it's hard to lift each other up because we don't want to ruin our chances because we've never had that opportunity.
And that's why I said people at the bottom compete, at the top we collaborate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have to get that thinking up out of us.
We do.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like
just
you
hard,
say
though.
you do music. Like,
It's hard.
We're gonna collaborate. Listen, we do co-drives. We're gonna have you for the, you know, like it's things that we supposed to do as black men and collaborate with each other, man. When we see my man, like we definitely, my man Graham.
Yeah.
Soon we connected, Joe. Like that's all we've been doing is stuff for the people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we supposed to be because we gotta get up out and listen, it's hard.
Yeah.
Listen, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? But we have to do it though.
Let me say something, I'll let you jump in, but it's also hypocritical, right? We'll sit up here and say what people should or should not do. Mm-hmm. If you're a young woman from the ghetto with no opportunity, and you moving in doing certain things for free, why wouldn't you go out there and behave what you were doing for free in your community and not move around that way for money?
And it has nothing to do with the color of the person.
It ain't got nothing to do
it's
with
a
that.
human
Like,
being.
she get whatever person that y'all want to name would do it in their community for free. Mm-hmm. And then you try to tell them money that you're not going to give them the opportunity to make. You can't give them the platform to make this money. Only thing you can do is just critique them. And then we turn around and say, oh, well, these women shouldn't do it. Well, we were sold drugs for money. We was in the street for money. Motherfuckers out here rip your pocket off for money. You understand what I'm saying? They gotta do some violent stuff to better their situation. This is why I say, once we get out of those situations, then we'll come back and then we'll look at people that's in those situations and then we'll critique them and then big up ourselves and give people all these big speeches about how they can better themselves. Unless you present opportunity and bring in resources, we are in no position to speak about the ills. The ills are a byproduct of zero opportunity.
Yeah.
When people talk about, man, why we got violence in the community? We should. He started.
Yeah.
If he started, he's gonna get creative. Some people gonna sit on the porch and get on and play the game. Some people gonna go out there and figure it out. Some people gonna sit around there and drink it away. Some people gonna go take something.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
This is just the reality. And here's the thing. So what? It makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But so what? You don't like how I look. But they feed their family.
But it's not us, though.
It's not us. They change their conditions.
It's the system, which is
but,
what we're talking
but
about.
here what the system is then what system are we producing to make that? We ain't never got no money. We ain't never produced no platforms. It's 50 years in hip hop. Mm-hmm. Produce something. It's not gonna say nothing. Yeah. It's 50 years. Well, you understand what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, what I think the reality is, and I'm gonna land my plane, we really embarrassed about the reality that we start having on display. Ratchetness is not poverty. Ratchetness is when the woman displays something that we thought was supposed to be sacred and she put it out there for display for anybody to marvel at. That's what ratchetness is. She's supposed to be private. She out there on display. She's supposed to be sacred. She out there on display and we don't like it.
That's your definition of ratchetness.
This is my definition of ratchetness.
Okay.
Right? Now, we can equate it with being poverty or misbehavior, ratchet behavior, but ratchet behavior is a byproduct of the condition. When you in the mud, you're going to do stuff that people do in the mud.
I don't think anybody disagreeing with that.
Right. But I land my plane right there, right now. But I ain't giving no speeches on what we should do.
Well, I think out of love for my people, I'm gonna speak up regardless of what I ever done in my past. See, I love my people. So I think it's called accountability. You know, everybody may feel like they don't have a voice to speak up, or they feel like it's okay to just leave somebody to just go out there and go astray. I believe that's a fool. If you see somebody doing something that's detrimental to their livelihood or detrimental to their well-being, and you say you love that person, your brother, that sister, you should always speak up. So that's my opinion. I don't believe you ain't a qualified. Listen, I don't care if anybody, it is people who have talked to me in my life. They did some horrible stuff. They never see daylight again. They pulled me to the side and told me, son, you go home and take care of your family. Stay away from this BS. Now, what if I was to be the one that said, man, F you, you ain't never done it. You locked up for life from doing what I'm doing. No, I took heed to what those individuals told me. I thank God for brothers like Booney. I thank God for people like Pat, people like Hub who told me, you know what I'm saying, these gang chiefs that sat down and told me, son, go home. You woke up. It's the reason why you ain't never got your head busted. You different. I never see daylight again. Or I'm coming home in another 15 years. But you go home and take care of your business and take care of your children and your family. It's people like that spoke life into me. Now, we only be a fool to say we love somebody and do not speak to them or tell them about the things they're doing is detrimental. As far as producing something for them to do something different, man, encourage them in their talents and their gifts, their abilities that God have given them to possibly do something, whether it be cooking, whether it may be sewing, whether it may be coming up with another podcast or something. And then what do? Hey, come on here. We'll help you. You want to promote it? Come on here. We got a section on here. You can come on our podcast. You could talk. You could promote yourself. That is an avenue. See, you may look at it as just something that's simple or it's weak, but to us, it's something important. Like today, we got a young brother on here who got his own wine. We got a black man got his own wine. You know what I'm saying? We're going to promote that. We're giving an opportunity to maybe help establish that individual. So I'm never finna sit up here and say, now I'm cut off.
I'm sorry. We got to allow to have an exchange, right? Then we have the exchange. We love to talk to people that's helping. He don't even fit the profile. But where they at who fit the profile? Where the young brother at that's in the mud that you said that you gonna speak life into him, and let's see him say it.
Let him say what?
Let him say what you said. Hey man, I appreciate you encouraging me.
You ain't never heard nobody tell you?
No. I ain't saying I ain't never heard it. What I'm saying is he's whole, or this person is whole. We talking healthy people. You don't talk to healthy people about being healthy. You talk to sick people about being healthy.
Who else you talking to?
No, what I'm saying, you said specifically that people spoke in your life. Right. You can't use a person who already whole, who already doing the work, who already walking the path, who don't need the help about being healthy. He already went.
Everybody need help.
No, listen what I'm saying. That's broad and ambiguous. What I'm simply saying is,
I needed the help when no spoke to me.
That's what I'm saying. This is my point. He is already functional. He don't need us to speak in his life. He was doing it before we came in.
Who are you talking about?
Well, I'm speaking to you with this because this is what you was alluding to.
No.
Whoever got the wine. I thought you were talking to him about the wine.
No, it's not.
No, what I was talking about.
Hold on. You twisted.
Let me correct myself.
You twisted up the whole thing.
Let me correct myself. I thought you were talking about you with the wine. This is what I was talking about. I thought you were talking about with the wine.
Regardless, he's not in position. Okay. Even with the wine, even if he was with the wine, he is not in a place where this is on shelves yet. So we're helping him. We're doing everything in our possibility to promote this, that we can get this on shelves like you got everything else that's on shelves. Like you got.
And let's just go deeper than that. Like
Exactly.
not of a monetary aspect. Like I could be broken in other aspects, regardless if it's monetary or not. Like I could be fine from a financial aspect, right? But I could be bleeding mentally from somewhere else. So
like I was when he spoke to me.
You always gotta have something. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm simply saying is, I'm not saying that there's not room for growth.
Or mentorship.
I'm not saying
you don't have to be like damn near homeless on the street to engulf mentorship.
I'm not saying that you can't be. Everybody can take away any aspect of what we're saying. What I'm saying is, but until a proper conversation would be somebody that's actually in a position that is opposite of what we're talking.
Okay, this is give and take, right? This is give and take, right? We are talking to people in that conversation. We're talking to a broad audience that's watching this podcast, bro.
Right.
We're talking to a broad audience that's watching this podcast, and there's somebody out there that could be struggling with the very same thing we talking about. This is what we talking about.
But by example, if a woman who does not have opportunity, and then she's presented with opportunity to make money, whether we agree with it or not, it's going to be very difficult.
Okay, that's your opinion, bro.
No, but listen. That's what
The flow got to be shared, and that's your opinion. You said your opinion on that.
No.
That's your opinion.
No, listen. Let me finish my opinion.
Again?
Yes, again. Let me finish my opinion again. Let me finish my opinion.
Outside the box.
The point was, if somebody is in a situation that is going to cause them to go a different path, I simply said it is very difficult to tell them not to choose those options when we don't have.
You said we're not qualified to tell them is what you said.
This is what I'm simply saying. Well, you can pick and choose.
That's what you said.
No, I did say it, but I also said more than that.
I got you, Scholar. I got you. Let me hop there for a minute. Let me hop there for a minute, man. Where else you gonna get this at, man? None of this is why I love this platform. This is why I love these brothers, man, because this is purely genuine conversation. Nothing is scripted. And it's all for the betterment. It's nothing.
And them two niggas, two tourists. So they gonna bump heads on tourists.
I don't claim that.
Y'all Tauruses.
I'm a man of God. That's what made me passionate about being righteous and helping out. That's what put me in position and qualifies me.
He got many children.
That's what qualifies me to do.
God ain't picking the children.
This is what we gonna do, man. We gonna switch gears.
Them niggas over there.
I had an excellent point, but I forgot that shit. Right. So let's just switch gears. Right. Brian, it's about that time.
Man, it's about that time, man. Shout out to the plug, man. Shout out to the wine, man.
Get to the wine.
Listen,
yes, sir.
Man. I want to introduce y'all to something, man.
That's how ratchet activity
black
start
young
taking
man
place.
Came out with his own wine, man. It's called Malard.
I like that. I got
Malard.
What's the name of it again?
Malard.
I like that. I like
Malard.
that.
Listen, man, if y'all want to get in tune with this, y'all can DM me personally if you want to check it out. It's a great wine, man. You know what I mean? It's a great wine. It is a great wine.
What y'all holding up now is it's my brother. I love this man. You know what I mean? It's different with us, but I'm not just vouching for the wine because it's my bro. I'm like, I've seen the process. Mm-hmm. I've seen him do this. Like, I've seen this process and it's foreign to me. And this is not a brother that has just like crazy, retarded resources and he's doing it. He ain't nothing handed to him on a silver spoon, and he just has that mentality of being like inventive, and he's an innovator, and he's a black entrepreneur, and he makes sure he, by any means necessary, will make this happen. But after I big him up, that's the sweet Merlot. He also has a dry Merlot, right? And I am more in tune with the dry Merlot.
Okay, all right.
So if you're interested,
he's got options for y'all.
He got options, man. Yeah, we love to see our brothers doing stuff productive, man.
For sure.
And listen, the process he went through to do it, man. The bottle is classy, man. If you interested in getting a bottle, whether it's the dry or the sweet version, man, listen, you can hit him up on Facebook at Corey, COREY, COMALLARD. Y'all hit him up again at COREY, Look him up on Facebook, man. Support your people, man. When they doing things, this is big, man.
For sure.
Man, shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug, man.
All right, so check it out, man. I want to get into this bag because this bag is heavy. And I know we talked a lot, but I really want us to dedicate some time to this bag, y'all. All right. You know, of course, we're going to do what we can as far as time, but I really want us to, because this is something that I feel like all of us have an opinion on as men, right? Anybody that's just tuning in for your first time tuning in, what's in that bag is what we do when you guys, it's all because of y'all. Y'all send us these letters from wherever you are in the world about your situation, relationship, finances, sex, right? Religion, family, all that. And you rely on us to give you advice on your situation. And most of the time we do.
Yeah. And let them know we done went viral on all social media sites on these questions. So y'all tune in for that.
It went crazy on these, but it's all thanks to y'all. So keep sending them letters in, all right? So what happens is, bro, I'm gonna read the letter. You got something to say about it? All right, go ahead. But if you ain't got in that bag, you don't want to touch it, you ain't got to say nothing, all right? Because this is being seen by thousands of people all over the world, and they ain't gonna forget what you said about this segment, all right? Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta put the glasses on for this. All right, here we go. All right. Good afternoon, you guys on the podcast. My name is KK, and I don't live in the city anymore. But I'm always repping, and y'all be having great topics. Appreciate that. I want to get y'all opinion on my dilemma. My baby daddy and I got into a real bad argument 2 weeks ago because I caught him cheating. When I confronted him at his house, we kept yelling at each other, and I got so mad that I mushed him hard in the face, and after he stumbled a bit, he smacked me, causing my lip to bleed and my lip to swell. I immediately left and went home, and when I did, my father, who I live with, saw my lip and instantly got furious. He went to grab his gun and demanded that I tell him where my baby daddy lives. I kept telling him I didn't want to do that, but he gave me an ultimatum. Either you tell me where he's at and I handle it, or you go to the police station and let them handle it. Guys, my baby daddy never put his hands on me before. And even though we're not talking right now, I know that he's sorry. But I don't want my father to shoot the man, and I don't want the police to arrest him for domestic because I know how that goes. But I do want him to learn a lesson to never cheat or hit me again for the rest of our relationship. My father's not backing down on this, and I know he has a temper. What should I do? Okay, so look, situation is, thank you, KK, for that letter. I think I know exactly what it says. Thank you for that letter. This is a tough situation, fellas, all right? Because as men, we know how the system is. We know about relationships. We know how arguments go. We know all that stuff, right? Most of the guys up here have daughters. I'm so glad. God, thank you. Now let me have no daughter. I got all boys. I got all boys. So the situation is this young lady saying her and the guy got into an argument, right? She called him cheating. She was furious. They was arguing, yelling back and forth. He got in her face. They was in each other's face. She mushed him so hard that he stumbled, and then he hit her, right? He never hit her before. Her lips swelled up and it started bleeding. She lives with her father, so she goes home and her father sees it, and he's obviously upset. He pulls out his gun. It's like, where is he at? He don't want to tell him where he at. So now he's like, okay, let me handle it or the police handle it, and he's standing firm on it. What should she do, man? All right, we're going to go with the guest first because I see some brewing thoughts here. But let's go. What you got there? What should she do, bro?
First of all, shout out to KK for sharing.
For sure. I know that was tough.
Situation with us. So the first thing I would want her to do is to, we know we don't want to put our hands on women, but I need her to recognize that her anger because of what he did to violate their relationship led to physicality.
Okay.
Right? And we could be as diplomatic and political as we want to, but if some shit stings our face, sometimes people see red.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And me personally, I've never laid my hands on any woman I've been with.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I wanted to shake the shit out of him.
For sure.
Never laid my hands on him. So he's totally wrong for that.
You ever got a woman up off you though?
Yes, I have done.
So you put hands on the woman.
This.
That's putting hands on the woman.
This forearm. This is the hand.
That's a heavy forearm.
You
So you
push
put them all the way, right? You know what I'm saying?
I can't have him do the KK on me, man.
Oh man, okay. No muffin with you.
No muffin. You can't. Don't do that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you gotta have restraint as a man because we was talking about something in the pre-production about how we're just naturally physically stronger and more. Our agility is bigger, faster, stronger than them. Period. So this is a hard one because now that I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I totally understand where the father is coming from.
For sure.
It's the only thing I would tell you, KK, is if you don't want to turn him into the cops, or if you don't want your father, you need to have that nigga into and she talking about going back to him.
Yeah, she love him.
She talking about this the first time he's done it, and that's something that need to be dissected.
Okay.
Like, is he gonna do when he do it again? Are you gonna give it?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
If he do it again, are you gonna give him another excuse?
Okay.
Are you gonna give him because you may lose your temper again and muff him again instead of just saying, you know what? I got so upset and angry, I couldn't even handle this.
I like that.
So let me break away from this right now. I need to find somebody else. We'll split ties. I get it. He's the father of my kids.
Yeah.
But we could figure that out. But as far as us doing this, I lost my temper to the point where I put hands on him.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's gonna be a thing in the future, then you need to figure out how to not be involved emotionally with this person.
I like that. That's
good advice,
bro. Good advice.
KK had him though.
See, I had that man
until that shit blow over, man. You gotta hide him.
I hear you. I'm gonna go with Moolah, then we're gonna go over that. What you got,
bro? Shout out to KK for writing the letter.
For sure.
But let me tell you something. I've been locked up before. A lot of guys in there for domestic.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have accountability. Don't be calling us trying to get a parachute. You know what I'm saying? You put your hands on that man. He has an instinct. It's like calling his mama a bitch. It's an instinct.
I see red.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you should check yourself. Tell your daddy to check you. You want to check something.
Tell the daddy that though. That's another part of it.
Yeah, she didn't mention that.
She might didn't. She just came in on a lip bust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking like Martin. You know what I'm saying? But check yourself, KK. You know what I'm saying? Understand. Don't put your hands on no man because, like I'm telling you, it's a lot of men that's doing time. I know guys
real time.
Yeah, time. But stuff like that, and you ready to call the police because that's really your only option now because you say you don't want them hurt. You know what I'm saying? But you might, she might know her dad is probably, pump faking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, he might be a killer. But she know her dad. So I hope she don't call the police on her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? But check yourself. Don't put your hands on no man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a son. You know what I'm saying? And, my son is a big guy. And you put your hands on him. I don't know what he might do. I'm just keeping one. I told him don't hit women, but instincts is instincts. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Check yourself. You know what I'm saying? They might got something better for you to do, but be accountable for your own actions, yo.
Okay, I like that. That's yeah. I like how that. Okay, cool. Scholar, what you got?
I'm gonna probably stand down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got two daughters. You can kind of measure the dynamics of the relationship. If he's been abusive before, you should be able to detect that.
Mm-hmm.
But people gonna have altercations. And, I got to know how I involve myself in those type of altercations because, I don't want to jump off the porch, be back with him, and I don't want to, so I would encourage KK, just keep encouraging your father, leave that alone, let you manage it.
I like that. Man, I get some good points there. Ryan, what you got, man?
I agree with everybody, actually. I believe she do got to take accountability. understand what you did cause a reaction. Neither one of y'all are right. He ain't right. Yeah, me myself, I probably would have restraint. I could take a muff, but did you really muff him? Is that all you really did? You know what I mean? What you might say is a muff might be, I muffed him in his mouth. You might have stolen him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I done heard a lot of them say they muff, but they really stole. So, was it really a muff, And he might have responded. Now, you got some brothers that may say they can handle it better, Some of us done been through a lot worse. Been hit in the face by other dudes and stuff like that. And that we might be able to say, I'm a big guy. If I hit you, I'm gonna knock a tooth out. I don't want to go to jail, so I'd rather just leave you alone. And I may take that blow, you know what I mean, and say, okay, I'm done with you. Which is actually what you should do, because you say you told on yourself and say he got a man that won't cheat on me. So that's what it started over. 9 times out of 10, you found out he was cheating on you, and you hit him. Then he hit you back. Then you ran home to your father, or ran to your father. Did you tell your father what you did?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Did you break it down to him exactly what happened? And if you did break it down to him, now, it don't make him right to go out and do nothing either, but I do understand the father. Me, myself, I'm like Scholar. I will access the situation like it ain't gonna do me no good if I'm locked up and if you back with him, you know what I mean? If your lip busted, it ain't nothing severe, you ain't got no black eyes, it's the first time, hey, you need to leave him alone. Now, if you leave him alone, then you go back to him and then that's something totally different. Or if you leave him alone and he comes stalking you, now that's something different. But it's something that it should be assessed. As far as what you should do, you say he never done it before, you say you provoked him, you got your lip busted. I don't agree with what he did, but I would let it go and leave him alone and continue to encourage your father to just let you handle it.
I got a question for you, Graham.
Okay.
So, your daughter come home, she's staying with you, and got and beat her, who they stay together, got and beat her. Is you thinking like her father, like KK father, or are you thinking like, that's y'all relationship, y'all work that shit out?
Well, when you say beat her, you talking about the same situation, or he beat her?
Well, he busted a lip, but she came through.
Like
the
that,
same situation.
That's what I'm at, right?
Yeah.
So the same situation. First of all, I'm gonna assess the situation. Like your lip bust, I'll be like, what happened? My first thing is what happened. I put my hands on him. I need to know what happened. Now, regardless, whether I wouldn't even initially want to just kill him for that, I need to sit down and talk to this young man, and I'll tell him you need to let. If I'm that upset, dude, you got to leave her alone. I don't want to catch you around my daughter no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't control that, but I do got to have a conversation. I would like to have a conversation with him about that, depending on the age too. It do depend on the age as well. Because it's a certain point in time, you gotta let them live.
Well, if he's so hot, he don't want to talk.
Well, that's fine. Go on about his business. You gotta leave him alone. If she tell me I didn't hit him and then he didn't bust my lip, what I'm gonna go fly off the edge and go kill this dude for, man?
Right.
What good is that gonna do her or anybody else in my family? If I just go off to kill him because she got a busted lip, knowing that she hit the man in the face. No, I don't agree with it, but you got to be civilized about your moves. So like I said, you done been locked up. I done been locked up, and I know a lot of people locked up for life. They're sitting in there wishing like, damn, if I would have just thought about it before I went and did that.
Yeah.
You gonna let a busted lip get the rest of your life taken away from you?
Yeah.
For a busted lip that they provoked?
So baby girl, eat that.
That there? It ain't that. But see, you said it in a wild way. You said, I wouldn't tell her like that. Right.
You know what he trying to do.
I ain't finna tell her like that.
He trying to get it up out you, man.
Baby girl,
I ain't finna tell her
He's
like
trying
that.
to pull that civilized right up out you, man.
I ain't finna tell her like that. Now, it's different if she come home and her ass roll. You talking about a busted lip. What if she come home both of her ass black? And her teeth out.
Yeah.
We gonna have problems.
Yeah, it's a problem.
See what I'm saying? That's just common sense, bro.
So paying attention to the situation is well, before we sign out, first of all, KK, thank you for that letter. I hope you heard all the advice here from these men. This is one of these situations where, you're vulnerable and we appreciate you coming to us and ask for advice. I'm gonna say this before we sign off. My oldest son, he'd be 18 soon. My oldest son, when he was 2 years old, me and my son, mom, I came home, I think I was drunk or something. Like, I can't remember, but I was whatever. And she was furious, Joe. And I'm like, sweetheart, I just want to go to bed. I'm drunk. I'm just like, I want to go to bed. Before I know it, she slapped. I'm talking about the spit. flew out my mouth, bro. She smacked fouled me, dog. And I'm like, and I just saw red. Now, I didn't punch her, but I did give her a rock bottom. You know, I slammed her a little bit, but I'm not saying that's right. Let me just, for all of you, I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's right to slam a woman. I'm saying.
You said you showed the image of it. You rock bottom.
I picked up and I slammed her, but I saw red. So what I'm saying is, and she smacked the shit out, dude. I'm talking about spit came out, smack fouled me, though, and I'm drunk, and I got sober all of a sudden. So it's like, you
911, yes, we're looking at a podcast right now, and the hostess admitted to
This was well over 15 years ago, okay? Statute of limitation, okay? That's well over 15 years ago. But what I'm saying is...
Statute of limitation,
But I'm saying, situations like that, I agree. Accountability is important.
Yes.
You have to be accountable.
Fact.
Never saying that it's okay to put your hands on a woman, because it's not. I mean, we men, we know our strength. And I was wrong for that. I apologize to her, and you know, she forgave me. But
actually at the hospital.
But I got a question for you. I got a question.
right.
But I got a question
What's
for
up,
you.
Brian?
Question is, so say her father did. Now say you talking to your father about it because you done made this mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
She run to her father. She don't tell her father the whole story.
See?
Her father come and do something to you. His father, no, now is his father justified to come kill you?
Good point.
See what I'm saying? We gotta think rational about
our emotions take over.
Can't let your emotions take
easier
over.
said than done, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? But when you see black eyes and your little kid coming through the door, hey man,
It's a different game.
That's a different story.
hey,
It's a different game.
That's different. That's a whole different story.
read all about it.
That's a whole different story. I don't know what I would do in that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
Yeah.
So KK, I would advise before you call the police or before you have your father give your father address, sit down with your father and say, Dad, look, we had an argument. It was heated. I provoked him. I don't want you to go hurt him. I don't want to get him arrested, but I want to have a civilized conversation with you so you can take this ultimatum off my back because it's stressing me out to the point where I don't know what to do. Yeah. So, and then once you talk to your father, you need to talk to your man. You need to talk to your man and see if y'all can move forward from this. You know, because sometimes, oh, he never did it before, and they use it as an outlet. Okay, well, I can go back to him. No, you have to dig deeper and see, is there some anger that I missed in him all these years that he's been hiding? You have to evaluate that.
But she hit him. Why are we talking about him? Right? See, that's why we always go left. Why we always go left, man? She hit him.
She hit him.
His lick just was harder.
But as men, we have to know our strength. Now, sometimes if a woman hits you, that shit don't hurt. But you have to know, if I hit her, if I knock her out, I'm going to jail automatically. We have to think about the consequences long term. Just leave. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Just leave. She smacked me, she muffed me. You know what? You got that.
I think niggas who try to knock females out, I think these niggas are the lowest niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like Joe, you really trying to like put her to sleep like that. Like, and I know niggas like that, Joe. Like, Joe, you wild, Joe. Don't do that shit while I'm here, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. I might help her.
You my man. You always funny.
Red, you did the right thing. Just lay it down, Jim.
Lay it down, Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 15 years ago. My son's about to go to college, and that was me and her are fine now.
Have anybody ever walked away from it here on the panel? We already know your situation.
I walked away from it.
You ever walked away from being hit?
Being hit
by a female?
I ain't never been hit.
Have you ever walked away from being muffed?
I've been attacked.
Did you beat a
Like
man?
saying how lions attack a hyena. Like I've been attacked, and you know I played the kung fu moves.
Did you whoop them?
Some of them hit, but I wasn't trying to hit. So I'm blocking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm for real. Did you whoop them?
No, I ain't never whooped no shit.
So you walked away from it?
Yeah, restraint.
So he got restraint.
Yeah. So the closest thing I've ever had to encounter like that was I had an ex come at me with a knife.
Ooh.
Right, so the only thing I could do
That was
was knock her out.
That's different.
I didn't knock her out. I didn't even do that. I I just squeezed her wrist until she dropped the knife.
She was cooking.
And then I got out of there, bro.
She was cooking.
Like literally. I got out of there right after that.
Okay.
That sounds like a Tubi movie.
That's
And she was wild, bro.
But you ain't have to hit her. You ain't
No,
have to hit nobody.
I've never struck her.
That was a blessing. That's how that ended.
Maybe, bro, let's check some paperwork around here, man. Maybe, bro, we got some domestic.
All right.
I was about to, but then I ain't even do that. She dropped it at the last minute. You feel me?
Good.
Have you ever been hit and had to walk away?
I always
Walked away.
You ain't never put your hand.
I ain't never hit.
Yeah. So some people is.
But can you say
What I want? No, I don't.
And I'm not talking about as a kid. I'm talking about as a man.
Right.
As a man.
As a
no,
man.
No.
there should be no time you hit a woman?
No, but what I'm saying as a child, we do childish things as a child, especially being hit. Cause I done been slapped as a child. I was spit in my face by a girl, and I slapped her.
How old was you?
I was in 8th grade, and I slapped 5 from her when she spit in my face.
But what about as an adult?
As an adult, I've been slapped and I walked away from her. No, it was because I turned it was the other way around. It was the other way around. It was because I wouldn't pursue her. And I told her, I said something that was like,
We want to know about that light skin nigga.
I just said something because she she said something foul to me. Like she was really prissy. And it was mad because she liked me, and I'm like, you don't look as pretty as everybody think you look. And just that sent her off, and she stood up and spit in my face. And I slapped her. Hold on.
Before you assaulted
It was that simple, no lie. And I'm sorry I did that back then, but I was in 8th grade.
What's her name?
I never tell your name because you know her. As an adult,
Apologize to her right now.
as an adult,
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because she probably white, she might be white. I apologize to you.
It's time to wrap this one up before we.
As an adult, I was hit. I was hit, and I didn't hit. I didn't hit back.
Let's wrap this up before we all back.
Right, everybody start hitting shit.
Right, police waiting for us outside. All right, so look, check this out, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Once again, let's thank our homie for coming through. Big Mel.
Hey, this was great, y'all. I appreciate it.
Where can they find you at, bro? One more time.
Man, you can find me on IG, Big Mel Music, BigMelMusic. You can find me on YouTube at 606 whatever, WHATEVA. You can find me on Facebook. You can find my fan page, Big Mel, aka The Premise. And then you can find my regular Facebook page. It's the government, Jamel Phillips, JAMELPHILLIPS.
Love it, man. Thank you for coming through,
Thank
bro.
you for having me, brother. I appreciate all you black men, man.
Let's go Bears, man.
Let's do it.
Brown, where can they find you at,
Man,
man?
at Holy Ground on Instagram, at Holy Ground on Facebook, and Holy Ground on all streaming platforms. Get in tune, stay in tune.
There it goes. Scholar.
Salute, Black_IG, Black IG.
There it is, Moolah.
Moolah Monster Collections on Instagram, moolahmonster.com. Check me out.
All right. Of course, I'm RMF, Reggie Move Forward. Find me at Reggie Move Forward on Facebook and Instagram. Look, man, I want to say, you can definitely now find me at Support District Radio.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I am the host of a night show called The Nightcap on My Radio Chicago.
Tell them again, man, where it's at?
My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where it's more than radio, topics. So I need your music so I can play your music on my show.
Definitely won't slip.
But yeah, man, I'm proud that this is a win for us, not just me. It's just a bigger platform, another platform for TOTB to be on.
That's
right. So I'm glad to be a part of that network. I'm glad to be over there from 9 at night to 11 at night, playing great music, great topics. So catch me over there, man. It's some good
that
talk.
daily?
Yeah, starting on this Tuesday coming up. I had a show Tuesday, then I got this one coming up too.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, man. So man, it's
And we finna celebrate tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got bottles. You know what I'm saying? We got something else, but we ain't gonna talk about
we
that.
can't talk about that on that, man. But yeah, so man, I want to thank everybody, man, for tuning in. Once again, be sure you follow us, man, TOTB_show on YouTube. Find all our episodes, all our shows. Shout out to Indie Network for rocking with us years and years and years, man. We keep on going strong, and we only getting started, man. So,
shout out to T-Mac having a book signing September 30th. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go look him up and find out where he doing it at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go support the man. You know what I'm saying? He doing big in the community.
You was supposed to have that info, man.
Yeah. I forgot all about it, but he just hit me up too, so we gotta put that on radar. So, you know what I'm saying?
One last shout out to Millar Merlot too, man. Did we say what we could?
We drinking this tonight too,
Yeah,
man.
we definitely
We
drinking,
down in
man.
this.
oh yeah,
We celebrating.
shout out to the homie, man.
Shout out to the audience too, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Big Dog, Big Tab coming checking us out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Security in.
Dope, you know what I'm saying? Part of the family.
All right, so check it out, man. We about to sign out. We thank y'all for rocking with us and rolling with us. We gonna see y'all soon, man. Y'all know the vibes, all right? And with that, we are
Thinking outside the box.
Let's get it.
See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane. They cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage. Not intoxicating tragic.